All right, Matt, our fifth fight on the prelims. This would have been an even more fun fight if it were 7 or 8 years ago, but we have the Immortal Matt Brown making his return. He's been off for quite some time, taking on Killa B, Ben Saunders. Matt, I remember back in, the summer of 2018, we were all having a ball. Fight Night Picks had just begun, and Ben Saunders knocked out Jake Ellenberger and said, hey, I'm making my way up for the title.
I can beat any given welterweight at my best.
And since then, he lost to Sergio Moraes, who's been cut from the UFC, Lyman Good, who...
a legitimate scary puncher.
And Takashi Sato in his last fight. And for Matt Brown, like I said, we haven't seen him since November of 2017. It was a win over Diego Sanchez. Before that, I mean, realistically, Brown 2-5 in his last 7, and Ben Saunders 1-5 in his last 6. So really, as far as, career-wise, these guys match up actually well.
They do.
And it should be a fairly competitive fight. It's a really good job of matchmaking. You'll see every now and again Bellator will put on a fight like this, but for the UFC, it makes a lot of sense. What are your thoughts on it?
I really like what you said, that this is a good fight for both guys at this stage in their career. My only problem is Matt Brown can have competitive fights with top-tier talent.
Even his fight against Donald Cerrone,
That's what I was about to say.
It's a highlight reel knockout for Cerrone. It was still competitive before that.
People only remember that highlight knockout, but Matt Brown dropped Cowboy, and it was a back-and-forth war up until that point. And Matt Brown, I know he's coming off the ACL surgery. He took a long time off. He's supposed to fight Carlos Condit. But Ben Saunders, and it happens to fighters the older they get in their career, you only have so many wars. Matt Brown only fights in those, though. It's interesting because Ben Saunders can't really take a shot to the head all that well anymore. Matt Brown can't take a shot to the body. That's always been a big weakness of his. So if Ben Saunders is to win, I feel like he's going to have to win by TKO due to a body shot, and that's the only way I see him winning this fight, if I'm being completely honest. If they get into any exchange whatsoever, Matt Brown has very heavy hands even at this point in his career, and I think it only needs one on Ben Saunders to put him away.
And the only thing that you really, really have to worry about, other than the body shots from Saunders, as well as his jiu-jitsu. I mean, he has an excellent ground game. Matt Brown's going to have the abilities and the tools in his tool belt to get out of some of those certain positions, and typically Ben Saunders has a large height and reach advantage over a lot of his competition, whereas in this fight, it's relatively close, and as far as the odds are concerned, they're actually not very close whatsoever. Matt Brown over a 3-1 favorite here. Ben Saunders about a plus 275.
Ben Saunders has been knocked out a lot in recent memory. And
he's been finished in all of those losses that I mentioned recently.
And it just, it's not my position to tell someone to hang it up, but if he loses this one by finish especially, it's probably it for Ben Saunders in the UFC. And that's unfortunate to say because he's been around for a long time. He puts on fun fights. He seems like a really nice guy. But if you lose to Matt Brown, this is probably going to be it for Ben Saunders. So really important fight for both guys.
And I'm going to be taking Brown in this fight. I believe you are as well.
Oh, yeah, by stoppage. It's round 1.
But really looking forward to it. Again, the return of Matt Brown. And listen, if Ben Saunders can pull something out of his back pocket, that'd be pretty cool too. But listen, we're looking forward to it. UFC 245, our 2-minute and 5-minute predictions here for the prelims and the main card on YouTube.